This video is a quick recap of the important aspects of adding. So first of all, just going to remind you, columns are really important. So remember those headings that you've probably been using since you're at school. H for hundreds, T for tens, U for units or ones as it's often called now, and then you'd have your decimal point, and after the decimal point first digit would be tenths, so I'm going to put a small t, and then you'd have hundredths and I'll put a small h. So those are really important. This way you'd have thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds, so on and so forth, but we're only going to work with 3-digit whole numbers. So whole numbers meaning that there's nothing after the decimal point at this moment. So I'm going to rub those out and we'll just work in hundreds, tens and units. I will use the 10 for this. So let's pop some digits. So if we had 3 in the hundreds column, a 4 in the tens and 7 in the units, that number reads as 347. Is the right way around for you guys? Then let's put a 5 in the hundreds column, a 7 in the tens column, and a 4 in the units column, and that number would read as 574. And then we want a line putting our total underneath. Now these numbers really do need to stay in their columns, because if they start to drift, like a few people like to do, you can end up putting a number in the wrong column, getting the wrong answer and thinking, well, have I got the wrong answer because I've added up correctly? But if your numbers drift, you're going to end up with a completely different answer to what actually is the answer of 347, add 574. We're always going to start with the units first on this side. 7 and 4 is 11. We can only put 1 digit in the answer box here. So we're going to put, well, the answer is 11, so it's 2 ones, isn't it? We're going to put 1 in there, and then we're carrying the other one, which was meaning 110, into the tens column. You can put it up there. Some people choose to write it down below, but you must remember wherever you put it, you're going to add it in with these numbers. So we've got 7 and 4 again, it's 11. Add this one, 12. So the 2 goes into the answer box, and the 1 carries over into the hundreds column. So then we've got 5 at 3, or 3 at 5 is 8. Add this one, 9. Pretty straightforward. You're good to go. Just remember where you're carrying your digits over to add them in when you're adding up that column.